Okay. Uh, Back trying this video. Hopefully it works this time on Photo Booth. I think I said on YouTube I'd be back next week. And that was like 2-3 weeks ago. Um, anyway, what am I working on? I'm working on still letting the wheels turn with this Steve Exie book. It's about an alien. Um, so far, I've created some marketing materials, and I drew the character in Illustrator, but I put him against backgrounds from space, so it looks like there's space backgrounds. So when I first started thinking of doing the book, the ebook, picture book, I was like, yeah, I'll probably put him against space. But then I started to think, like, oh, the logic doesn't make sense. Like, he'd have a ship or something. He wouldn't just be floating in space. I suppose if we're talking about extraterrestrial life, maybe that they can just float in space. I don't know. They don't need oxygen or something, but it just felt sort of wrong. So I was like, okay. I didn't scrap that idea immediately, but I fed Steve Exie, one of the ones where he's against space, into ChatGPT and asked them to convert it to make it look realistic. And so they put him in sort of a desert, sort of like somewhere in Nevada or something. So I was like, oh, that's a great idea. So, ChatGPT is good for giving me ideas, I guess. So, anyways, I went to Unsplash and I found like hundreds of pictures of sort of rocky, desert-like terrain. It's probably from like Nevada or whatever. And I think Roswell. I don't know where Roswell was, but anyways, I think it would be appropriate to set him in some sort of terrain like that. So for the ebook picture book, I think that's what I'm going to do is put him in terrain like that. Put the figures I've drawn in Illustrator into terrain like that. It occurs to me that most of my picture books have the same theme, where it's sort of tells a story and it just shows the character reacting to it. So I don't know. That's kind of popular storytelling, I think, in on YouTube anyway. I see is reaction videos. I guess they show what they're reacting to though. So, anyways, maybe not. uh, but it tells a story, and then it advances my creativity and my creative output. Because when I first drew this story, he was just set against black with reaction faces to the story that's being told. Why did I call him Steve Exie? Well, I wanted to combine Steve and sexy because I didn't really know any Steves. So I was like, okay. But then I ended up meeting some Steves. So I was like, oh, now it's weird and awkward. This is why I don't like when I post videos of our dog. His name's Riley. I always just put dog instead of Riley. So it's not like, it's a real person's name. Like men or women, I think, are both called Riley. So, yeah, I think that's weird. Calling dogs human names. So, yeah. Maybe I should have rethought Steve Exie, but it's too late now. He's in process. There's not much else going on. I posted on Threads about looking for an artist to interpret characters. The post was like in the future, it wasn't like immediately, but it got responded to like a lot by email. I don't know, they found my email and they emailed me. So some people called. Some guy set up a Zoom call. It was kind of sketchy. I think he was going to just make it go in AI or something. Just feed it into AI and give it prompts or something. I got that vibe from him. So I'm not going to pay for that. I can do that myself. But, in the future, I won't post things like that. I'll just do the research myself. I'll look on Behance for an artist. I've got a lot of mood boards on there with different styles, and that's where I found, I think, 3 of the 4 artists I've got to interpret my characters. I think a lot of the responses I got, like the email responses, they had maybe used AI to respond to it because they were really well thought out and sort of flattering. It was like, oh, you're creating a mythology and not I can't remember what it was, but they were pretty flattering, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. Thank you. I thanked him for the thoughtful email, even though it's probably written by AI. I don't use AI to write emails and stuff like that. I think my brother does, but no, my emails are all, and like basically all my writing that I put on social media platforms is all me. So I don't feel. Oh, when I did my what was it called? Field placement for my college program. There were like 4 prompts, and I used AI for writing LinkedIn posts, but I didn't like copy paste. I fed a prompt into AI, and it gave me maybe 8 paragraphs, and through creative editing and then adding a bit of my own spice to it, I stitched together like a small 3-paragraph post for basically each day I was on field placement for the LinkedIn. So it's like a mix of AI, a mix of my own stuff, and there's a lot of editing on my part, editing what the AI spit out on ChatGPT. So I can see using it for writing, especially if you have to write a blog post every day, like a professional blog post. Like when I did the field placement, I was like, the first 4 were all me with no AI, and then I was like, they were just like, you can use these prompts for like ever or something like that. I can't remember if they call them prompts or not, but these ideas. And so I was like, I don't think so, man. I got 4, 1 for each of them, but after that, I don't know what to do. So I think I created original content through selectively incorporating words from AI, words from ChatGPT. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about this AI stuff. I don't like the graphic design I'm seeing. I'm starting to be able to spot it. I wasn't able to spot it before, but now I'm kind of like, okay, I think this was an AI graphic design. So I'm like, wow, they really went all out on this one. They went crazy or something, like putting stuff everywhere and everything. But no, I think I'm looking at a lot of graphic design that's spit out from AI. So that's too bad. I think it's nice to have a human touch on such things. And there's so many people who've got like mad skills at graphic design to create for events and ads and other stuff like that. Coming up on 10 minutes. I think we'll keep these to 10 minutes now, if this works out. If this one records, I have to find out after I hit stop if it's been error. I'm recording it in Photo Booth on my Mac Pro, so we'll see. Yeah, I'll see if I can check in next week. Give another 10 minutes, how my creative output is and everything. And yeah, anyway. Cheers.